Happy Easter, everyone. I am recording this on Saturday. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny outside, and you can hear the birds chirping and see the flowers blooming. And I really wanted to record this outside today, but it is too windy. So I'm in my car because my house was too loud. So welcome to the inside of my car. I wish that we were all together at church today so I could see your Easter outfits. I'm not sure, are Easter bonnets still a thing? Let me show you this picture of when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. Let's see, put it up there. That is me and my brother and my cousins on Easter Sunday. There's my Easter dress and my Easter bonnet. But hopefully this Sunday you're in your jammies because we all have to be home, and so why not be comfortable? I miss seeing your faces though, and I miss seeing what you would have worn to church on Easter. Last week I asked you to think of a story that your family tells over and over again that gives you hope, and I told you I would tell you a story. So here's the story that growing up in my family and now with my family and kids, I have told many times. One that is a little embarrassing. You've probably heard it before, but one that gives me hope. So when I was in 7th or 8th grade, I was at the kitchen table eating dinner with my mom and my dad and my little brother and my baby sister. My sister was in her high chair. And something happened. I won't go into all the details, but something happened to make me really upset. So upset that I started having an all-out temper tantrum. And I was told to go to my room, and I went to my room, but because I was having such a bad temper tantrum, I didn't stay there. I ran back to the kitchen, and my parents told me I had to cool down, and they put me outside. And they said, you need to stay outside until you can cool down. And I was having none of it. So my dad was standing on the other side of the door, and I looked right at him and I said, I'm going to punch my hand right through this window. And guess what I did? I punched my hand right through the window. And in that moment, of course, there was glass everywhere and blood everywhere, and my baby sister was crying, and my parents were freaking out, and they grabbed some towels and put some pressure on my thumb, and we all hopped in the car and went to the hospital where I got stitches. Now, that story is a story of hope for my family because in that moment as a 7th or 8th grader, in that moment, I felt like things were never going to be better. I felt like I had messed up in a big way. And it's also really scary to have to get stitches and wonder, is it going to heal? Is it going to be okay? And we tell that story over and over again. One, so that we know we do lose our cool sometimes, and don't punch your hand through a window if you do lose your cool. But if you do something really horrible, your family is still going to love you, and there's hope that you're going to come out on the other side healed and okay. And that's a story we say over and over and over again to laugh a little bit and just to remind ourselves of the lessons that we've learned. Well, as people who follow in the way of Jesus, we have a story that we tell over and over and over again, and we celebrate each Easter Sunday. Last week I talked about Palm Sunday, where Jesus came in on a donkey and everyone was excited, and his followers were so excited because of this news that he brought, this message that was so different from the other messages they were hearing at the time, that there was a place in God's love for everyone. It didn't matter what you looked like or how much money you had, that everybody deserved God's love. Everyone was in that circle. And over the course of the week between Palm Sunday and Easter, we know that Jesus was tried, and then he was killed, and he was put in a tomb. And the people that followed Jesus, his friends, and the people that were listening to his word and his message, they were so sad that all the hope that they had felt was over, was done, was gone. And on that Easter Sunday, they went to the tomb, and Jesus' body wasn't there. And later in time, they felt the presence of him, and they knew that his message would continue to grow. I can't tell you what happened to Jesus' body. I don't know. I wasn't there. But what I do know is that the people that were friends with Jesus felt that message of God's love so strongly that they continued to share this love and this message that Jesus shared. And they continued to share it and share it and share it. And they continued to share the story over and over and over again, so that we here today, all these years later, keep telling this story of hope and this message of love that God has for everyone. And so that's what I want you to think about today on Easter Sunday. I know you probably got Easter baskets and you're enjoying some candy and some chocolate, and maybe you went on an Easter egg hunt. And I also want you to remember the message that God's love is for everyone, and that the people that were so sad and felt like there was no hope in that week before Easter Sunday when Jesus was killed, that they knew that God's love was bigger than that, and that they continued to share the story over and over and over again. And here we are telling it again. So I send you all love, and look forward to seeing you soon. Go spend the rest of your day in your jammies and have a wonderful time with your family. Happy Easter. Bye.